flags. You know, I see red flags all the time. When this, a couple of days ago, they were talking about schools. There are politicians now. Although I think these politicians are influenced by Muslim lobbyists, but they're now discussing whether they should put the niqab on children in schools, and whether it would be okay to have that. To me, that's a red flag. Teaching 8-year-olds about having a period, 8-year-old boys about having periods, that's a red flag. So to me, I see these red flags pop up, you know what I mean, here and there and everywhere. And every time I see one, I'll go, ooh, this is another, you know what I mean. How many of these red flags are we going to get through, and we're going to keep passing them by and as if that they don't exist? Eventually, you know, these things are going to come to your doorstep. They're going to knock on your front door. They're going to come into your house. This is what's going to happen. Because I've seen it happen. It happens in Iran. It happened in my lifetime in front of my eyes. So I know what it's like when totalitarians come to your door and knock on your door and wake you up at 3 a.m. because your mom, your auntie, and your mom's, your dad and your auntie's husband were just simply playing cards. They raided our house at 3 a.m. because my family were playing cards, and it's illegal to play cards in Iran. This is the life in which people live, and nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about the real reality of Islam when you're under it, when you're actually forced to live with it. It's all these Sharia-loving assholes who talk about how wonderful it would be to have Sharia, and they don't.
Because but they haven't lived through it. That's why. Exactly. They have it in theory, but in practice.
Yeah,
they run away from
exactly. But what I'm saying is, when I feel that the day will come where if you have to actually worry about your actual physical safety in Speaker's Corner, and that you have to have serious like bodyguards and things like that, that's another red flag, big red flag, that this society has degenerated to the point in which that needs to happen.
Yeah, but we're heading that way, Banksy. Whether we like it or not, it looks that's the trend we're heading. Whereby you have look what happened in the European courts, whereby they've effectively, certified, Sharia law, whereby you can't talk bad against the Prophet. You can't talk about Muhammad. So it's here already, man.
Banksy, do you know that Akuma is an ex-Muslim?
No, I didn't know.
I don't really like to use that term because it was only for a short period of time. It was only for about 6 months.
Oh, so you weren't born into a Muslim family. You converted, then you
exactly.
You converted out.
Converted out. Yes, exactly. It was more of when I joined back in 2003, it was just more down to peer pressure than anything else. Because what happened was when we made this crap decision to go into the Iraq War, because I was dead against it, because I was pretty lefty then. I said, that's it. I need some sort of identity, and a sort of Islam at the time provided that for me.
Exactly.
And it was dangerous because I remember when I used to go to the Jummah prayers, we had a Nigerian imam in our college, and boy, was that guy radicalizing me. I remember coming out of a Jummah session, wanted to behead someone, ready to die. Like a Muhammad hijab, I'm ready to die. That's how
I can believe it. I can absolutely believe it. Look at Deep. Yeah. If you want to see the canary down the minefield of someone who is ripe for radicalization, look at Deep. Yeah. Look at the way he wants to prove himself to be a real Muslim in front of all the other Muslims.
Is the Sikh guy? He's the Sikh.
Yeah, he's the Sikh convert who is so desperate to prove himself to be a true Muslim, because he knows inside, he wasn't born a Muslim, so all the other Muslims are always going to have that over his head. He doesn't speak Arabic or read Arabic, so they're always going to have that over his head. And he hasn't even been circumcised, so he's definitely going to have that fucking hanging over his head. So he has all these shortcomings as a Muslim, quote unquote.
Do you have to, if you convert, do you have to get circumcised? Is that their doctrine?
To be honest with you, I don't know of any Muslim that hasn't been circumcised, but now I'm coming across in Speaker's Corner converts and stuff. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what the essential necessity is.
Part of Islam, for sure.
It definitely is. Yeah. So I don't know whether you can be a Muslim, but eventually you're gonna have to work your way towards the chop, or yeah, I know. Especially imagine you're like 30-odd-year-old man, and you have to go there and have that. I mean, it's traumatic enough as a child. Believe me, I can tell you, because I was fully aware of what was going on.
Was you raised in a sort of Jewish household or something then, or?
No, I'm Iranian, dude. I was born in the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Okay, your picture is so white. You know, it's such a typical white British kind of picture, isn't it?
Oh,
You know, your voice is quite
it's
British.
Avatar. I apologize, but I
yeah.
actually do look white as well. If you actually see me,
Okay.
you wouldn't think I
Yeah.
was from Iran.
Cool.
But yeah, no, I was born in Iran.
Because I think that you're doing great work. Can we plug your channel?
Oh God, yeah,
Tell us a
man.
little bit about what you do, and I'll post a link.
Yeah. I mean, I've been talking about this. This isn't like YouTube is just something recent that has happened. This discussion, I've been discussing this sort of thing since 2001, since 9/11, effectively. It's just, you know, me and the other people that we discuss these things have been doing it in the other corners of the internet that nobody knows about. I actually thought to myself, I wanted to set up my channel. That's why I called it Banksy, was because I wanted to be more artistic, an expression of art. It just happened to have now evolved into what I do with the other guys when we talk about religion. We've been discussing religion, religious philosophy, and ideology for best part of a decade and a bit now. It's just, you know, it's just hasn't happened on YouTube. It hasn't happened in this sphere. But this conversation isn't new. These conversations have taken place and have been taking place for a long time.